Alright, what's going on, guys? Brandon here with you guys, another live stream. Today, we got something a little different. Little different here. We're not playing anything. We're not really doing much. But we are doing something big. We are ranking every Gen 1 Pokemon. And that's it. We got the whole list here, as you guys can see. Oh wait, let me enlarge this. We got the Bulbasaur all the way on this side, all the way to Mew. Yes, we are considering Mew in this. What?
Nothing. I was just wondering if using the streaming.
Yes. Okay. Just trying to see, make sure we are live, maybe? Hello? Dude, sometimes YouTube, like the actual app, be whack. Because it's like, I literally have... I just want to check to see if... how's everything doing? Okay, we are. Thank you for the like as well. Thank you. I want to try getting on here. That way I don't have to go back and forth for any chats or anything. There we go. Finally got everything working here. So, we got all the Pokemon here. Obviously, we have the S tier that's just beyond A tier. Meaning, you encounter this boy, everyone loves him. Well, I love him, whatever it is. S tier. A tier, obviously, good, not great, all that good stuff. B tier, I feel like, is more of an average tier. C is just kind of, they could be good, but they might have an annoying feature about them. D tier, they're just garbage, whatever the function of them may be. And F tiers are the bad boys. Now, we might jump around a little bit here. Maybe we'll just go through there. Maybe we'll start with the number one. The number one, right? Bulbasaur. Everyone loves him, right? I think so. I think everyone, like, Bulbasaur is probably, honestly, all the starters are really cool. As far as like the base form, I think all the starters are like great design. I think they're honestly like some of the cooler like starters and stuff. Like, they all have a different kind of quality to them, especially in like the anime portions of things too. I'm putting Bulbasaur in A tier for right now, at least. So if you guys have any concern, or you know what, if you guys want any other tier lists, anything like that, or like not tier lists, other categories wise, other than S through F tier, let me know. Let me know if you guys want any additional columns or anything, as well as what the next tier list we can possibly do. We did do one for the zombies map rankings. We did do one of that. Bulbasaur is S tier. Make your own list, bro. No. How you doing, Gabe? Now, I think the starters, they're all going to be kind of universally the same, in all honesty, in my opinion about this. Ivysaur is going B tier because he's meh. The whole line is nah. I will put Venusaur up there though. I have been, especially in our playthrough, Venusaur, I have forgotten, just like, he's a bulky boy, you know, especially between that, like Razor Leaf and everything. Like, he's an aggressive little frog boy with a little flower on top. Pretty cool. Charmander, S tier. Pokemon Red Rescue Team would always be Charmander. Like, I would restart the whole game if I did not get Charmander. Charmander and Pikachu were my always go-to. Even though they weren't great throughout the playthrough, it was just my team. You know, Charmander was me. Love Charmander. As far as a starter goes, like, baseline thing, Charmander is S tier. Charmeleon, I think, goes A tier. I like the design of Charmeleon. I think he has a cool little personality to him. I think the best starter, or like mid starter, you should do Red Rescue Team playthrough. Bro, Red Rescue Team, goated, man. So much hours on that. Really awesome. Great, amazing game. I would be down for that. Charizard. Mr. Overrated himself. He is pretty awesome, though. Fire, flying, not great. To typing, obviously. if we were doing typing based things and like an actual ranking of all that, Charizard probably wouldn't be that high up. But in my opinion, like Charizard is still pretty cool. They really went overkill with Charizard. He's an awesome Pokemon. Can't argue with it. I can't argue with it. Especially compared to current generation things, Charizard is still pretty awesome. Squirtle S tier as well. I mean, Squirtle Squad, little bubble blowing turtle. Turtles are just awesome, in general. So gotta be there. Wartortle, I think he's mid. I mean, like, I think there's a little like, I don't see the connection in it. In all honesty, like Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, I see the like process with it. Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, I see the process with it. Wartortle just doesn't feel like it belongs. Blastoise goated though. Like shooting, cannons. Amazing. There's all the starters. I think this is fair. People are probably gonna fight me with the whole Bulbasaur and Venusaur line here, but whatever. No one picks them. No one picks them. If they were like a secondary option that you could catch, Bulbasaur would probably be way higher. But Charmander, Squirtle were always fighting. I think we should also rank. I didn't even really think about that. I should also rank inside the tier list as well. I'm keeping Charmander all the way up there. I think we might go Squirtle though. Squirtle's pretty cool. I will give Blastoise above Charizard. Charizard's moving down the list of S tier. I think A tier, I'm keeping that way. I like that ranking there. So we're ranking inside the tier list as well. I do every time. Oh, man. I mean, he's a good guy. He's a good little boy. He's a good little Bubba. But yeah, that's about it. Caterpie. Oh, Caterpie. Yeah, I mean, Caterpie's a Caterpie, that's for sure. I mean, he's your basic little worm guy. I'm giving him. I'm gonna give him B. C for Caterpie. Nah. You know what? In all honesty, I'm giving the entire evolution line of Caterpie in B tier. Now, yeah, I'll finish my train of thought for this. And in all honesty, I think I'll put Butterfree for Bye Bye Butterfree. Very emotional anime thing there. Metapod's also better just because of, you know what? There. I like that better. Sorry, Ivysaur. I appreciate Ivysaur, but sorry. You're not it, Chief. You went from a Bulbasaur to Ivysaur. Like, cool. You still say your name, buddy. You're still Frog thing. Back of the line, Buttercup. Next. Okay, Weedle. Weedle goes D tier. This is literally just and every playthrough, you know this. If you have like one Pokemon or even two Pokemon you're trying to train, you encounter a Weedle, whatever, you go take him out, then he hits you with a poison sting. Of course he does. And he poisons you every time. He's an annoying little critter that no one wants to catch. Kakuna is an off-brand Metapod. Metapod just looks more derpy. Kakuna looks like it should be pretty good. Like, honestly, if they made Weedle harder to catch, stronger and better, I can see them doing this. Beedrill is a pretty cool, solid-looking Pokemon, though. I'm going to give Beedrill B tier. I still think he's better than Ivysaur. Ivysaur is probably going to be, or its ability Poison Point. That's even worse. Ivysaur is probably going to be at the very bottom of this B tier. I gotta keep an eye on my camera too, because eventually this may get all the way up here, potentially. Okay, let me go back into this list. Can I make this bigger? Add row above, delete. Okay, whatever. That should be fine for right now. We might add a list, another tier like of B tier, and move things around there too. So just I can keep my camera where it's supposed to be. But we go to the Pidgey line. Pidgey itself. I'm a fan of Pidgey. A lot of memes with Pidgey. Pidgey's pretty cool. He's your casual little bird Pokemon. I'm gonna give him. Oh, Pidgey. Do I? I'm gonna give him right there. Pidgeotto, I think, goes next to Wartortle. Of just, it is what it is. They're not great. Wartortle looks cooler though. Pidgeot though, I'm gonna give an A. Bottom A because he's just a cooler Pidgeotto, but he does have like a good like demeanor to him, and he looks. The issue with Pidgeot, Pharaoh is better. Disagree with that. Pharaoh's more annoying. Little rooster bird, man. Pidgeot like looks like it should be good. Like it reminds me of like an Altaria kind of vibe where it's like majestic, and it should reflect that, and it's just not good. Drillpeck doesn't matter about moves. This is not a list about moves or anything. There can be some things about just like annoyance about it, like Weedle with Poison Point or Poison Sting in general, but like Beedrill, in all honesty, has like a terrible moveset. This man should be probably at F tier, and he's a bug as well, but we're still putting him up here. This line right here, Rattata and Raticate, the most useless line, I would say. Like, I think these guys are D. Rattata, I mean, I guess we'll put them there. Raticate's going. I can't put him F tier. F tier is for very specific boys. That we'll get to eventually. But yeah, this line right here, Rattata and Raticate, I think are just not lazy, because I feel like there are obviously some lazy designs in Gen 1 and in all Pokemon in general, but they're just not good. Like, especially if you go into a playthrough, again, Pidgey, like the Pidgey line's better. I mean, obviously there's more evolutions with it. Right around the corner you can get a Mankey, or you just wait a little bit and you can get or I guess you could get Sparrow or Pharaoh too. I think that's like where they're supposed to be against too. But Sparrow, I think, again, kind of going with the anime portions of things. I'm going to give Sparrow just a little bit more. I like the idea of, like, it's like the rage factor of it, kind of like a Mankey in a way. Pharaoh, however, is just a little squaw man. And I like him, but he's high D tier. High D tier. All right. We looking good, boys? I think we're looking good. I like where we're at right now. We still got tons left to go. Ekans and Arbok. Ekans, bottom. I think bottom C tier. Arbok, though, I was a fan of Team Rocket. Right, Team Rocket. It was, I think, goated. Arbok, I'm gonna put right there. I like the design. I like the little, like, it's a cobra kind of thing. Literally. Yeah, I like an Arbok. Arbok's pretty cool. Pikachu! Raichu's better. But Pikachu, I mean, come on. Red Rescue Team again. I gotta put him S tier, but I think he may lower down. Arbok is cool design, absolutely. He's probably gonna stick up here with Bulbasaur, and I think there's like a line right here of like coolness and like cool things with Charmander or Arbok and Charmeleon. I think there's a line right there of like a separation factor, not a tier factor, but like a little separation there. And then I think there's gonna be one with Pikachu too. Pikachu is probably gonna fall down. just because he does kind of get annoying sometimes in battles. Raichu, however, I wish he had a little bit more aggressive design for him, and completely honest. That's why I'm only going to put them here. I think I'm going to put him like literally right above Pikachu. No. I feel like Raichu's just always portrayed as this like happier mouse, but stronger than Pikachu, obviously. But like, I wish they just made his design like more of like an Arbok, like Charmeleon kind of thing. I know in like animes, like Raised by Lieutenant Surge, and even in one of the mini movies, Pikachu and Raichu kind of like race and like fight kind of thing. But maybe I'll throw him. I think I'm putting him right between there. I think that's a good line right there, because I like Raichu. I've played multiple playthroughs with Raichu for sure. I also don't like the stone evolution idea of it too. I feel like I wish the stone evolutions required a level and then the stone, instead of just like, oh, you got a Nidorino, cool, now you have a Nidoking. Kind of stupid. Sandshrew. This, I think this will probably be the top. No, this has to go B tier. Sandslash is like a really, like, I think this might be the top of the line. Sandshrew's, I think, gonna drop maybe down there, but Sandslash is a really cool design. I like it. That's the design I think Raichu should have. Is a little bit fear factor to it. Like, you go from a little cute little mole thingy to a slasher. The only thing I remember about Raichu is when the lieutenant says, hit him with a thunder punch. Literally says it like that too. Alright, baby. Alright, I think these ones are kind of going to be ranked similar. Nidorino and Nidorina, I think, are very annoying. They don't have anything to them. They really don't. Like, they're not anything. Like a Rattata, it's a little feisty little mouse thing. I don't know what these things are. They're all the way down there. And you can say what you want about, like, oh, they're like little cute little like munchkin thingies. No. And right above that is their evolve form, because again, I would think they'd be better. I would always think that they should be better, and they're weak and they're not good. I'm gonna put them right above here. Nidorino is pretty cool, I would say, but again, I just don't think he justifies really what they are. And then Nidoking. Nidoking is, I'm putting him above Charizard. I love the, like, a 3-stage, like a Aggron kind of Pokemon kind of thing. Like, even like a Rhydon. I know that's not 3-stage, but like really cool, like Megatron kind of atmosphere to him. That's what he is, and he's goated for it. Nidoqueen. I was never a huge fan of Nidoqueen, in all honesty. Obviously, they're still good. I was a bigger Nidoking person. I think I'm going to put them right behind Arbok. I just think Nidoking just looks more aggressive, more dominant, I guess. Gotta give it to him. These stupid things. Again, I never used a Clefable. Really never have. Clefairy has more of a personality than Clefable. I think Clefable is gonna go here. That's fine too. That's fine with me. That's fine. Some of these people, like, I could care less where they're ranked, in all honesty. Inside their tier. Love that Nidoking can learn Surf. Dude, like, Surf, I think I would normally have Surf, Earthquake, Thunderbolt, And then I think the last one would be determined on what the rest of my team had. Normally, I think I would use Brick Break for Nidoking, but I think that last move slot would be determined on what else I have going on in my team. But yes, Surf, or sometimes I would use Strength too, just for a good physical move, pretty much. But yeah, Surf, Strength, Earthquake, where I think some of my bigger ones that use with him, because he's just so good and so much better of a increase than these other little scrubs. Love that Nidoking. Oh yeah, I read that. Vulpix. I'm putting him top C tier. People love Vulpix for whatever reason. I never did. Never liked Vulpix. I thought like Brock's Vulpix was just an annoying little turd. Like just stupid, man. Like I honestly despised Vulpix. Top of C tier. That's what you get. Ninetales, however, has grown on me. I think it's kind of a similar thing with Pidgeot, though. It has like a majestic thing to it. But in all honesty, I don't think they're like that great. So we're chucking them there. I do like the design of Ninetales, though. Very majestic looking. Jiggly Wigglies. This is a B tier Pokemon. Like it's a meme kind of Pokemon. I think like I like the Pokemon that have like a personality to them. And with that being said, I think I'm gonna move Sandshrew down a little bit. But I like the personality. Like B tier is kind of like a good like personality kind of Pokemon. In all honesty, and then A tier is like they have a personality and they're pretty solid, and they look cool too. But right now we got a lot of personalities in B tier. Wigglytuff is literally, I think, just a little bit more derpy than Pharaoh and Clefable. I mean, like, give me a Jigglypuff, but don't evolve him to Wigglytuff. That's how I am with that. The annoying Pokemon. Zubat and Golbat. These, like, literally, I think, are equal. Zubats are annoying. But they're, like, the most, like, common thing. I think we almost have to go Zubat, then Golbat. Golbat, I feel like it's just a lazy design, in all honesty. Like, Zubat's better, in all honesty. Gotta run, can't wait to see the full list later. Hey, man, appreciate you coming out. I don't even think we're halfway done, in all honesty. But, we're here. We'll be here. Might make some adjustments at the final end of everything, but for now, we'll keep going on them. We'll be here though, my man. Appreciate you. Oddish. Honestly, Oddish has to go. This is just one of those Pokemon. They don't give you XP. They don't do anything for you, except being like annoying, and you have sleep powder, all this other stuff. I think they go like right next to. I'm gonna put them low D tier right here. Honestly, I think even worse than that. Right, yeah, we're bottom of D tier for Oddish. Gloom is terrible. I'm actually gonna switch these two as well. Gloom is just awful. I understand the design of it, but like no. Vileplume, never was a huge fan of them, in all honesty. I think we'd go top of C for Vileplume. Parasect. Paris was another one of those guys that just I never used, in all honesty. I'm gonna kind of throw him right at D. I mean, I understand what he is, but Parasect has a cooler concept with him. I think this kind of goes right with Vileplume. Like, I like the idea of him, but I can't justify them being in this next tier in a way. Venonat, Venomoth, kind of in a way a similar thing. I mean, Venonat was meh. I'm gonna kind of throw him. Yeah, I mean, like Venonat was one of those Pokemon that like I always caught, but like I've never truly used. And I feel like that's kind of around here. And then Venomoth is kind of, I think, right up with these guys too, of just like Pokemon you just. I think Venomoth is a little cooler, I guess. Bioplume just has like a weird vibe to him. Same with Parasect, but Venomoth like kind of has like a Butterfree sense, I guess, to it. But again, B tier, I think there's a solid line of the top tier Pokemon and C tier. B tier are Pokemon that like you either use to get to that next level. They have good personality, or they're just a really cool design. Obviously, you got some personalities with between the Sparrow, or honestly between Metapod and Sandshrew, really. And you got a cool design and an Ivysaur as well. Diglett and Dugtrio. Dude, I can't stand Diglett. Mere fact of Pokemon Red Rescue Team, this Diglett somehow got yoinked from a Skarmory and put like on a hill, and then gets saved by Magnemites to go back. Like, I don't understand it. Same with Dugtrio though. Dugtrio always would be like angry at you and all that. And though they were fast, like when you actually play with them and everything like that, I don't think I've ever used them long term. And they have the same kind of demeanor with them. That's D tier if I ever did see one. I do like Nidorino better, and then I do like Dugtrio better than Diglett. But yeah, those are no, forget them, forget them. Let's see, Meowth. Meowth, literally because of the anime, has to go in A tier. I'm throwing them bottom because, yeah, and then Persian, literally just because of Giovanni's. I think I'm gonna set him there. Like, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of any of those guys, but I think that's about right. Like, I think like Pikachu has to be S tier mascot. A lot of memories with Pikachu. Meowth, kind of the same thing. I mean, like, literally just his humor in the anime is what gets him to A. Like, it's kind of just like a goated, like, little comedian boy that you have to put him on a list, but it doesn't have to be super high in a way. That's what A is, pretty much him. Psyduck, dude, whatever I think of Psyduck, a lot of these Pokemon have like good memories from like the Pokemon the first movie wise, and every time I think of Psyduck, I always think of like two things: a headache for him, and then two, in the movie when he's fighting the clone and they literally just slap each other and they look at the camera and they're like, "Psy!" Slap each other and they're like, "Duck!" Like, they're just clueless little boys, and I love them. I kind of putting them A tier. I'm fine with that. Like, literally, Psyduck's just goated, man. It's kind of like a Wobbuffet. I'm throwing him up there. Golduck is cooler, even though he's not great. I still love the design, and like he just looks like a fighting little ninja duck, and I love it. Mankey and Primeape, though I've used them both quite a bit. Still was never a huge fan of them. I think I gotta put they just very repetitive in terms of like what they bring to things. I think throwing them there is, I think that's too high. I think we're gonna put them behind Beedrill. I think that's fine. That's fine right there. Because again, nothing against Mankeys and Primeapes there. I mean, I think they're cool, like little designs there. Growlithe and Arcanine. Growlithe's always a good boy. I think low A tier for Growlithe. Arcanine, I think I'm mixed things about Arcanine. I feel like he's kind of bad. Like he reminds me of Golduck in all honesty. Like every time I encounter an Arcanine, I always feel like I one-shot it. And it's just like, dude, come on. I do like him. I think he's not crazy over the top, but I am going to put him there. We still got a few more before I got to maybe make another list here. These boys. Alright, I'm going to go on a limb here. Poliwag. I'm throwing like next to Oddish kind of thing. I mean, just pointless. Poliwrath. I'm going high D tier. I don't think I've ever gotten a Poliwrath like in a playthrough, whatever. I mean, I've obviously gotten one before because I've like completed the Pokédex and everything, but no. Poliwhirl, however, like I think the transition from Poliwrath to Poliwag to Poliwhirl is pretty cool. I'm gonna throw him kind of in C tier. Not great, but I do like it. Poliwrath, I think, just could have been a little bit better of a design. It's kind of the equivalent to a Machop, Machoke, Machamp kind of thing, which, again, is kind of lazy, but I feel like they could have just executed it better, other than just making Poliwag or Poliwhirl go from, like, this to this. Like, okay, cool. Abracadabra Alakazam. Abra, I feel like has to go like up here. Like I really both of them I think go next to each other. I can't really put one over the other. They're just always just a goated combination of a thing. Alakazam is a really cool design. I'm even think I'm gonna put him above Charizard in all honesty. I love just the fact of like literally Alakazam and Psychic, just forget about it. And then obviously when they introduce like Calm Mind and stuff, literally just a crazy boy. Like the top, like other than Charmander and Squirtle up here, Blastoise, Nidoking, and Alakazam are literally like speedrun city right now. Or right there. Like crazy. Machop, Machoke, and Machamp. Machop, I think this goes B tier. I think this is kind of like a Mankey Primate kind of situation between them and Machoke. But I do think they go up here. Like, I do like a Machoke. Machoke do be buffin'. Machamp, I always liked Machamp. I think I gotta put him maybe high A tier. I don't think he gets S tier, though, because of his trading portion of it. Alakazam, it was always worth trading for to get him, but Kadabra sufficed. I never really got a Machop because I knew I would just be stuck with a Machoke and then really never get a Machamp, in all honesty. But Machamp is a pretty cool Pokemon. I think that's a solid little like top of A tier being Machamp. This was another line I never really liked. I think they all kind of stagger here. This is, I mean, better than them. I think this kind of goes. Oh, not there. They all kind of go here, in all honesty, for me. Like, literally down the line. I think they just get worse and worse. Like, that whole line, I think, just goes right there. And I think doing that, I think I'm going to switch Wartortle up here. Pidgeotto, I'm fine with. Like, I mean, it is kind of what it is. I think Pidgeotto, and same with Ivysaur's up here. But I think, like, if there was just something else with them, I think it would bump them up a little bit. But there's just not a smooth transition. Bellsprout has a good transition to it. But, like, I don't know. It just loses character for me. I know Victory Bell, like, just eats James all the time. But I don't know. It just doesn't. It looks like it should be a better Pokemon. Like, this should compete if you didn't get Bulbasaur. This should compete for that job kind of thing. Or like an Oddish instead of a Vileplume. Like, it makes sense that they're on the same list, though, too. But I don't know. I just could never get with them. Even though, like, they're, grass. I think grass, poison, Victory Bell, and Weeping Bell are. No, I think they're just straight grass. But, I don't know. I just never could get with them. Tentacool and Tentacruel. Another thing that I just couldn't get with. They kind of, like... I think just the repetitive of them, maybe. I'm going to put them... Because Tentacruel, I always did like design-wise. But... I don't know. I just, maybe it was just a moveset of, Wrap, Constrict, Poison Sting. I don't know. I never could just get with them. Tentacool would be my HM slave all the time. Maybe I'll move Tentacruel up, though. Because his design has kind of grown. Maybe I'll put him top of C tier. I think that's fine. The worst Pokemon, Magikarp. We're getting to Magikarp. Our Magikarp's kind of further down the list right now, but... We'll get to that. We also... I think we're going to have to make a new C... Well, C tier can, I think, keep building. A and B, we're going to have to make another column with. Below. This is just another column for A. That's all that... Oh, what happened? That's all this is, just so I can keep my camera where it's at. And we also need... Or does that... That should be fine, okay. We might just have to keep adding to A tier, if that's the case. But no, worst Pokemon is not Magikarp. We got Gloom out here right now being the worst. Geodude, Graveler, and Golem. This is one that I feel like they took Machamp's line and flipped it, kind of thing. I always did like this line. Again, that trading portion's where things kind of threw me off. Golem, let's slow down here. Let's slow down. Magikarp can only use Slash. Splash, but yeah, Slash would be goated. If Magikarp could just use Slash, that'd be insane. But Splash, yes, is the worst thing. And actually, at level, I think 10 or 15, it learns Tackle. So, Geodude, this is just one of them that I think are very basic. I think both him and Graveler's going to go there. I think Geodude just a little bit better. Honestly, I like Graveler better. He looks like just a giant meatball, and I love it. Golem, however, this definitely goes 8. I did like Golem. Golem is pretty cool. I think Pikachu's got to slide down. I'm not a huge fan of Pikachu. He's just there. I think he's gonna end up going all the way bottom S tier in anyway. But I think Golduck, I think, is gonna slide down actually. I like that. Yeah, let's keep going. Sorry, how are you doing today, Mark? How are you doing? Ponyta Rapidash. Again, kind of another similar thing where I don't really care about them in all honesty. This is just one of them that I just think go right next to each other. I think this is kind of like this portion of things. And honestly, though Rapidash has a little bit more fire to him, literally, from, I think, Wartortle down are just, nobodies to me. I just could kind of care less if they existed or not. The only memory I have of, Pidgeotto-wise, of always just using them, but then also, the rival would always have them, and you just one-shot them, pretty much. Because you would just have, that'd be the first Pokemon they would choose. So if you had a Pikachu, a Thunder Shock or Thunderbolt, which is one-shot it. Slowpoke and Slowbro. These two are, again, the same thing for me, only I love it because, again, they have that personality to them, and they're derpy, which I love. I think they go high up here. I love just how derpy they look. They're amazing. I love it. Magnemite and Magneton. Slowpoke is cool looking Pokemon. Absolutely. That's why they get B tier. B tier has a lot of personalities to it, which I've noticed. And at least a solid design to them. But they're more memorable Pokemon for sure. Magnemite, Magneton, again, kind of similar thing. I like a Magneton. I wish you almost had to catch 3 Magnemites in order to get a Magneton. I feel like that'd be a pretty cool way to do it. Magnemite, I'm going to put above Caterpie, though. And Magneton, I think I'm going to stick bottom of A tier for right now. This is technically bottom A tier. Growlithe. Let's be honest here. Honestly, Growlithe, you can go by like a little. Yeah, we'll do that. I like that better. Keep them out. Keep them out of there. Sorry. Sorry, Growlithe. Farfetch. I tried. So you can get Farfetch before, well, like technically the same time you can get or go into Gym 3, but I've tried doing a playthrough with Farfetch and he's so bad, bro. Like he's like, even with his little leak thing, I will say though, he at least has a decent little design to him, but like, I don't know, I like that he's kind of mysterious. I like the design of him, but I can't give him much more than that. Right there is fine for me. Isn't Diglett S plus tier? You would like Diglett. No, honestly, the only reason why Diglett and Dugtrio are down there, it's not because I haven't used them. It's not because I don't really not like them really. It's because in Pokemon Red Rescue Team, somehow this guy got stolen by a Skarmory, which is like a hawk kind of thing, a metal hawk, and carried him. Yes, something in the ground carried him to like a platform above the ground. So yeah, I don't know. What do you mean? You don't know Pikachu? Pikachu's bottom of S tier right now, though. But yeah, that's the reason why they're the duo and Dugtrio. Dotrio. Always get them mixed up. These are another ones that they're kind of like this, like a Ponyta Rapidash thing. I'm just like, they're okay, but they're not. I'm gonna put Dotrio up though, because he is kind of cool. I like that they have different personalities with them. Bottom of B tier for him. Seal and Dugong. Seal is meh. I mean, Seal is just kind of one of those things that, again, I just kind of don't care about. Maybe like a Wigglytuff kind of thing. Dugong's pretty cool, though. Dugong's going to go B tier. I think he's going to separate. I mean, he's a little happy little boy. Red Rescue Team was a fun game. Absolutely. I would quite seriously maybe be able to name 4. Man. You're not good, my man. You're not good. Grimer and Muck. Grimer is one of those things. I mean, they're both kind of like that. I'm just like, I wish they were better, in all honesty. Like, I think they kind of have like the same style. I'm not a huge fan of Grimer, though. Grimer probably can go next to like Ekans. Like, they have a little bit of memory to them, but meh. Muck, I appreciate. I think he might go maybe there, I guess. Like, he's a cooler kind of design because he just looks like an acid blob. Grimer's just too happy for me. I don't like that. Oh, Shelder. Shelder with his little stupid tongue. He's going... I'm going to give him top of F tier for Shelder. Cloyster, however, I think goes behind Sandslash. If he was just better, like, if Cloyster just... I don't know. Like, Protect, Lorelei's Cloyster, that would always just hit Protect. Stupid. That's why he's getting B tier. If, like, it was... And it would always get one shot when you finally did hit it. So it's just like, bro, you're protecting... You're wasting all this time just to die. Annoying. Probably one of the best trios of Pokemon. And I think Ghastly... I mean, even, like, the anime, like, made Ghastly just awesome. Haunter's just memorable. I think Haunter might be, like, the worst one with it, but, like, the coolest idea. And then Gengar is just awesome. Ghastly, I'm gonna put Ghastly above Meowth. Haunter, another really cool one. I'm putting above Nidoqueen, and then Gengar, I think I'm going to put him behind Golem, though. I like Gengar. I honestly... You know what? I'm going to put Haunter then Gengar. I think Haunter is a cooler design than Gengar, in all honesty. Though I like Gengar more than Haunter just because of the strength factor of it. Haunter is just a cool design Pokemon. I will admit that. And then Ghastly just, I mean, he's there. He's a cool little ball. Onyx, if he was just good. Like, I'm putting him above Golduck. If Onyx was just better at life, he'd probably be like a top tier. Especially that he would eventually evolve into Steelix. Steelix is so cool. Onyx just is there. But I do like the design of him. He's just not good at life. So, there he is. Little Anteater boy. Dude, this dude right here. This is the most personality, man. I gotta put him... I'm gonna put Drowsy there. Hypno is very unforgettable. Or forgettable, my bad. I guess there. I mean, I don't really care where he's at, in all honesty. Drowsy, though, is the most, like, sleepy boy ever. Great thing. Pokemon Stadium, amazing. Amazing. I just want to make sure. Oh, wait, I gotta move Magneton down to... This is the bottom of A tier. But that way it just doesn't cross over to our camera. Krabby and Kingler. This is another one that I'm not mad at with anything about it. I think I'm going to chuck both of them over here. That's fine. I mean, they literally have like the same kind of thing for me. Pokemon Tower and Fire Red was freaky with all the ghost types. Well, all the ghost types meant one ghost type because all of them had Ghastly or Haunter. But yeah, I mean, Lavender Town, literally, just the music in general. Like, I don't know if you've heard, I think it's the Japanese version of Lavender Town. I would definitely look it up. It's like it's literally just, I think, like one note, if I remember right. And it's just like it's just like goes in and out kind of thing. It's like just crazy. Mr. Suicide Bombs right here. Voltorb, I think, is more unforgettable. I think Voltorb goes... I think I'm going to throw him behind Farfetch, in all honesty. Electrode's Mr. Nuke Boy. I'm putting him right there. little Nuke Boy. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of him, but he's just so... when you have a whole move that, like, if you hear self-destruct, that's literally him. Like, that's the face. That's the face of somebody that's just ready to blow. I remember, not to counter anything, but it was inevitable. That is true. Very true. Execute and Executor, I did like. I feel like they just, because they were so late in the game, I just never really used them, but I did enjoy them. I think I'm gonna put them about there. Just because they have the same person, like, they have the same kind of memorabilia of a Dugtrio with the, like, things there. Executor, I think, goes B tier. Again, kind of a cool design. Little chunky boy. I wish you got some of these guys earlier in the game to be able to, like, do something with them. Like, there was just so many Pokemon locked in the Safari Zone that at that point you're like, man, I already kind of have my team established. Cubo Marowak, this is goated. Not goated, but A tier worthy. I think Cubone goes there. And Marowak, I honestly am going to put him behind Cubone. Just a cool storyline in general with them, in all honesty. Yeah, I think that... Oh, wait, what am I doing? I gotta move these guys down. I keep putting them up there, but it's... Is that right? Yeah, that's perfect. Alright, we might have to make a new S tier when we get to that point. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. Hitmonlee, you go B tier. About the same as Machoke, I would say. Hitmonchan, this is where I think... Nah. I think I like Hitmonchan about the same as I like Machamp. So we move Ghastly down here. Very nice, very nice. Lickitung. Licky. That's a whole different Pokemon, I guess. Lickitun's gotta be... I mean, you talk about personality, boy. When your whole personality is I'll eat you and lick you, that's a good boy. Coughing and Wheezing. Coughing, I'm literally probably gonna put Coughing maybe B tier, maybe. I kind of feel him with, like, Muck area. Wheezing, though, S tier. I honestly, yeah. I love Wheezing. Wheezing's probably, like, I have, like, 3, like, solidified top 3 Pokemon in my, like, mind. And it's Tyranitar, Suicune, and then Larvitar. Wheezing is probably my 4th favorite Pokemon. I think there's a lot of, like, interchanging ones. Like, I like Alakazam, I like Nidoking. Like, there's a lot of, like, I like these Pokemon. Aggron's probably up there, too, in all honesty. But, like, Wheezing's, like, I don't think there's ever a time where I'm just like, I don't like Wheezing. Wheezing was my first Master Ball throw. So when I was little, I didn't know the rarity of this Master Ball, and 2, kind of the importance of keeping it. So when I was younger, I was trying to catch this Wheezing because I loved Wheezing. And my last, like, I used up my Pokeballs or whatever, Ultra Balls, whatever I had, and all I had left was a Master Ball. So I threw it and caught my Wheezing with it. And my brothers never let me live this down. To this day. But Wheezing is still, to this day, a goated Pokemon for me. Rhyhorn and Rhydon. Another really cool design that I wish you could just get earlier. I think I like him. Behind Sandslash, I think. Rhydon is awesome. I'm putting him above Golem there. He's kind of reminds me of just like a what is it? Kind of Aggron. I think Aggron's just cooler because he's more like armor plated, but I do like a Rhydon. He's pretty cool. Chansey, little has a personality for sure. I think I'm gonna put Chansey above there. That's fine. Oh wait, we gotta make a new S tier as well. S tier. Purple. Move Pikachu down there. Is that fine? No, we gotta move Golduck down there too. Oh wait, what did I just do? Go in here. Boom, boom, boom. Move Golduck. There we go. All right. Which now I think I can use. No, I still can't use that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're on the last two rows. Last two rows. Tangela. Enough said. Kangaskhan. Oh, really? I like Kangaskhan. Always really wanted to get one in the game, but again, super low encounter rate. I think I just had to move one, right? Yeah. I keep enlarging the wrong window, but Kangaskhan was always just a cool design of a Pokemon. Really did enjoy that one. Horsey, Seadra. Horsey, I could really care less about. This is one of them that I think kind of go with them. Like, a little, like, cute little Pokemon, whatever. Seadra is a little cooler. I think bumps them up into the next tier of things. But not too much. I think right there is fine. Sure. Goldeen and Seaking. This is just one of those things. I just don't care. Staryu and Starmie. Mr. Yeah. I think I hit that pretty good too. I mean, this is just one of those goated little things right here where I think you just gotta put them up here for the anime portions of things. And I would honestly say, like, they're better than that. Yeah, let's move them up more. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Mr. Mime is one of those things that I just can't get with. Mr. Mime can go by Wigglytuff. People like these kind of Pokemon, the Pharaoh, Clefable, Wigglytuff. Not me. Get them out of here. I know this is Gen 1, but Deoxys is a really cool one. Very, like, yeah, that Gen... I will die by this. All from Gen... Like, if they made a game where you started in Gen 3, so all the Hoenn Pokemon, if you started there, and, like picture this, right? A, like, Call of Duty, like, where it's, like, you do Easter eggs, all this stuff, but for Pokemon. So, like, a Pokemon Ranger kind of thing. I've never played Pokemon Ranger, but, like, where you're kind of first person, you're running around, you're doing things, but you can interact with stuff, and it's, like, events like Deoxys or something like that, like, where you have to find certain things, find, like, lab results, and, like, activate teleporters and stuff to get, or, like, activate a launch pad to get to, like, a moon to face Deoxys. Like, those events would be crazy, bro. But they just haven't done anything like that. Like, I'm fine. I'd be fine with Gens 1 through Gen 3. Maybe some Gen 4 in there, like some Sinnoh Pokemon. Like, because, like, Lucario's Luxray. Like, there's some really cool, even Dialga and Palkia, really awesome. But, like, I'm fine with Gen 1 through Gen 3. Give me those, keep the rest. Like, I mean, again, you can probably take one or two out of a couple other generations just to sprinkle in. But, yeah, give me these ones, give me their games, all that stuff, forget the rest. Scyther, another really awesome design Pokemon. I would put him... I think I'm going to put him there. I like that. Jinx, this goes right next to Mr. Mime. I couldn't get with them. Like, Jinx was Lorelei's kind of thing, but I think I even have to put Jinx up a little bit more because of that, but whatever. Electabuzz, I like the Electabuzz. I don't think as much. I think I gotta put. It's kind of what Raichu should have been. Like Raichu should have been more of an aggressive electric type. Um, and instead, like it just wasn't like showcased as that. Um, and Magmar was opposite. Like I wish Magmar just looks too chill. And like I don't understand. Like it has like balls on its head, bro. Like I know they're supposed to be like flames, but like I wish they did a little bit better with these guys. But I like those spots. I don't think they deserve S tier. I think there's a line there to qualify S tier there. Pinsor, cool little design. I think bottom A tier is where he belongs. I also gotta move them down. I did not realize that. Tauros, I like Tauros, but again, I just don't think nothing crazy about him sticks out for me. Magikarp, goated. I think he goes with Electrode here of just being that super common. You remember him, like you almost have to give him that. Gyarados, on the other hand, is S tier, 100%. I would give him. Gyarados is a really cool design. I'm gonna give him up there. I think he deserves it. I think Gyarados deserves that. Lapras was another one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. Like the majesticness of it. Again, the worst case about him is I just never got to really use him too. I'm gonna put him there in all honesty. I think just behind Gyarados, like it's like the quarter, like a quarter or any kind of coin is like give me the quarter, but like I could care less if it's heads or tails. Like Gyarados is really cool and like aggressive looking, and Lapras is really cool and just majestic looking. Like perfect. Ditto. This definitely goes B tier with all the other personalities of here. I just think Ditto might go like another little derpy boy, but because of breeding and stuff, I think goes right in the middle of B tier there. Eevee, I hated Eevee, honestly. I've like never really used them. I think I put him like behind Growlithe. Vaporeon, honestly, Vaporeon and Flareon to me, I think can just go right here. Jolteon was the cooler one, but I still think they just lacked something. I think I'll put Jolteon there. Porygon, always I enjoyed Porygon, but he reminds me of something with Farfetch, where it's like it's there. I like the design of him, but they're just not. Ditto is unique. Well, he's unique, and then he just takes everyone's uniqueness for his own. Omanite. Dude, honestly. There's only one of these guys that I actually like. Omanite reminds me of the guy, like the doctor, or not doctor, like teacher in like Amazing World of Gumball. That's what he reminds me of, like his little tentacle, like mustache thing that's going on right there. All of these guys though, like Almost Star, I think goes like bottom here. Kabuto, I think goes right behind him. Kabutops though, again, really awesome thing. Another one of those guys I wish you just got earlier. I honestly forgot how much I like Kabutops. But I think putting him there is fine. Aerodactyl's another just goated design in general. Yeah, we'll throw him there. Snorlax, this is A tier, easy. This boy gotta be up here though. I think that's fine right there. Can I go second tier or second? Oh wait, I didn't even know. I didn't even know I have to make a another B tier list. Or I guess I could just move. No, yeah, because you can't even see the other guys there. Let me make. I'm gonna make 2 rows here for B tier. Really quick. My bad. I didn't even know you guys couldn't see. Couldn't even see it. Right? I think all I need is really 1, but we'll see. Let's just change these colors really quick. Make them reflect it. Alright, we gotta move from Ditto, so let's just start with them. Let's move them. Because this one has to go all the way back behind Ditto. And I think we might be able to just move the other guys up, potentially. But we'll see. Okay, there's Ditto. Does that work? Yeah, I mean I'll adjust my little camera border portion of it just so you can see a little bit better there of who those guys are. That looks good. Full. We're just gonna move these guys up and then delete this. There we go. That'll look good. Oh, that looks beautiful if I ever did see it. All right. Wait, can we do? Too bad Dragon Knight was kind of late in the game. Oh, for sure. Well, I mean, it's about the same point as the other ones. In all honesty, like with Kangaskhan and stuff, because like okay, you catch them in the Safari Zone, or you could play the slots and get Dratini by the 4th gym. So there were ways for you to get that evolution line, and then obviously just the grinding would be crazy. But yeah, I get what you mean though. Articuno and Zapdos I think are S tier worthy. I don't know if yeah. I think Zapdos I think I'm gonna put there though. We're also gonna move him down. What did I just do? Hold on. Oh my. There we go. We good? There we go. Okay. I just want to make sure you guys could see everything. Alright. Moved him down there. Moltres was the one that was like a little fried chicken thing. Or not fried chicken, just regular chicken. Still really cool. I'm going to put Moltres down there though. Dratini and Dragonair I think are kind of similar. Dratini I think I'm going to move down over here. Dragonair was a little cooler. I think it has that majestic feel like the other ones. Dragonite, I don't even care. Looks great. I still think maybe right there though. Like I do like the people above him. Mewtwo and Mew. Mewtwo is goated. I would honestly even move Charizard down. Is that still fine? Beautiful. And then Mew. Mew, I never was a huge fan of Mew. I think Mew's just kind of... I like Mew, but not like crazy. I think a good little separation part there. Like I like the other ones better. And there you have it. We're just gonna take a look here to see, like, maybe if something doesn't make sense here. Okay. So Charmander, Squirtle, Blastoise. I think. No, yeah, Blastoise is good. Nidoking, Alakazam. I think Alakazam's gonna drop down. I like. I think I prefer Articuno. I think Articuno might actually come up more. Yeah, I like that. I think Kabutops and Zapdos are also going to come up. Yeah, I like S tier. S Mewtwo and Fire Red was perfect, unexpected bonus. Very true. Technically, it was the beginning of the game, but you needed Surf. True. Yep. Well, you needed Surf, and you needed to you needed to beat the Elite Four before the guy moved out away from the entrance. So you could get Surf and go back there, and like it would be blocked still. So you had to beat the game before getting them, which I did appreciate. But I don't know. I do wish you could still get Mew though. Like I wish after you complete the Pokédex, it was like, oh yeah, here's Mew. That was one thing I think was a flaw in, especially like not so much modern Pokemon games, but older ones, is the fact that like to catch them all, you needed like 2 games. You needed all this other stuff with it. Where instead, I wish like, instead of, like raise your Machoke to like level 40 or 35 and he becomes a Machamp. Or just, hey, kind of do what Pokemon Red Rescue Team did, and instead of having to trade, you had to get a link box, or I think it was link cable it was called, but it was like a box that you picked up, and you would give it to him, and then like go into the evolution thing, and they would evolve. So it would be more of an item rather than actually doing it. But yeah, I like S tier. Machamp, I keep wanting to move him up, but I don't think I can. When you look at the rest of A tier, I think they all fit great together. Cubone, Marowak, like I think between Raichu and then Cubone, there's a little drop off there. But I'm still okay with it. Mew, Lickitung, like all of them, like yeah. Like I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Again, you may be able to switch 1 or 2 in there, but like I don't think going up or down a tier list is going to happen from here on out. B tier is just I think B tier is one of our better tiers in all honesty. You got the derpies, you got the I think you just got a lot of personality in B tier for sure. B tier is definitely our personality one. Vaporeon starting off with C tier. Again, I don't think there's anything bad about these Pokemon, but I just don't think they don't have anything else. Like Farfetch, your whole thing is you say Farfetch and you have a leak. That's not good enough, buddy. Like you're not good. You're not. You don't have a crazy cool design. Same with Porygon. Voltorb, Ekans, like you guys evolve into cool things. Even Grimer, they're just like toned down versions of what they really could be. Which again, a lot of them are basic form things, or you're Zubat and you're just annoying. But I just don't think they're great. Same with Flareon and Vaporeon. I think they just could have been better. Like Jolteon looks a little bit more intimidating, and I wish they kind of followed suit with it. Or they made Jolteon like happier, I guess. I don't know. D tier, I think D tier just has like you remember them. You probably have gotten them, but have you truly used them? Like they're more of a complete the Pokédex kind of Pokemon, or like you get them and then you just kind of throw them in the box. That's how I remember these guys. The only one I can maybe say like that was different otherwise is maybe a Jinx and Diglett and Dugtrio. That's like the three that I would say maybe like you've actually used. Nidorino, obviously you use just for the Nidoking, which is why they're here. They're just kind of being used. Celebi versus Jirachi. Celebi. Mostly because of the movies with it. Celebi was just a cooler movie, I think. Jirachi was cool, but he was also kind of a little brat during the movie. And the Celebi one also has Tyranitar in that movie, which is one of the reasons why I fell in love with Tyranitar. So gotta go Celebi, just because of the fact, movie wise, I think it's better. As far as both, like I think both of them have their pros and cons with them, but I don't know. I think Celebi's also. I like Celebi's kind of story better too. Typing though, I think Jirachi would murder Celebi. And then F tier, these are just guys that I just don't even think anyone cares about. I think I will put these two up more though, but yeah. The other ones, yeah, they are what they are. But that's it. That's the list, boys. Make sure everything's visible, of course. What is that? The A tier. We're just gonna move our screen slightly. Bear with us here. Oh. We're gonna move it there. That's fine. And we'll adjust this like so. There we go. What is this? There we go. Adjusted like so. But there's the entire list right there, boys. Or wait, no, you can't see F tier. F tier. There's that. Right? Can you? Let me see. I just want to move this over so you can. Okay. You guys can see F tier if I scroll down. Cool. Technically Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald had Easter eggs for the Reggies. That is true. But I mean, like, even like stuff like that though, like that was some cool stuff. Like that was something that, like, obviously, like modern day things, it's so easy to just be like, oh, what does this mean in Braille or something like that. Like maybe not that exact word wise, but like kind of easier to navigate to get your answers for sure. But like back in the day, dude, it was like I still remember my brother like looking up all this stuff and like trying to find answers to it and like actually figuring it out like for himself wise. And it's kind of the same thing like for like old school cheat codes and all that kind of stuff. Like you actually had to like do work and like had like a sheet of things to print off and all this stuff and like Easter eggs, all this things. Like there was YouTube, but it was like crap tube in all honesty. Like it wasn't great. So it's just kind of like it's just a whole different world right now. I guess we could. I think we were scrolled down a little bit too much because I thought we were like. Or is that? No, that is just D tier there. Poor Oddish. Wrapping out D tier up there. But yeah, I mean they obviously have some cool things in like newer games and all that stuff. Like cool like move like they have so many different ideas with everything. I just think like between the typings and just the like storyline of things, like Scarlet and Violet, like I liked it. Well, I guess more so I played Scarlet before I played Violet, not Scarlet. I started Scarlet, but then I realized it was like the same thing, only just different like people pretty much. But like I don't know. The fact that you had to do the 3 paths and like one of them was just like you're feeding the boy like the dog and trying to heal it, like it's kind of sad, but it's also just too repetitive of like, oh, you found this Pokemon, you beat him, get a plant, you make a sandwich, he steals your sandwich. Well, he makes a sandwich for him, but then you give it to Miraidon or whatever, and like makes him stronger and makes him a new ability. Like, it's too repetitive. Same thing with the Team Star thing, like kind of annoying, like what are you doing, man? Calm down. And then like obviously the gym leaders are fine, but like I wish there was just more limitations to things. Like instead of just being able to jump over like an entire bridge, it's like no, you have to go through this bridge. It's kind of the same thing with Call of Duty in all honesty, like right now, of like they made it less restricting of the movement, but in a way they lost that kind of gameplay. So it's like, I don't know why my camera seems like it's moving up too, but it's like consistently. But like they remove, or I guess add more accessibility to gameplay, but in it they remove that, like, I guess promising features and what made the game good. Like, if you couldn't, or if you didn't know what to do, or you couldn't beat this certain person to move on to the next thing, you had to turn your happy butt around and retrain your Pokemon, or get new Pokemon to battle to beat this person to move on with your life. Whereas in newer generation stuff, if you can't beat somebody, you can go to a whole different gym, whole different area, kind of free at will. Like, yeah, you might be facing some tougher Pokemon, whatever it might be, but you technically can catch every single Pokemon without getting like a badge. And it's just like, oh, like that's how we're doing this right now? Like, I can just have like insane team. Like and there's just so many different Pokemon in these areas that it's just like you literally can have a team of 6. Like, obviously, like you get limitations of like levels and stuff, I guess. But like you can literally have a solid like team of 6 going into the first gym, ready to go, ready for anything. Like, oh, I don't know what gym leader this is, what they might have, but I have every typing. So what does it even matter? The graphics in Diamond and Pearl is crazy. Bump up. Oh yeah, well that was a whole new system too, because it went from the like block cartridges, like these ones. Hang on, do I have? I do. Because it went from like these guys here. It went from like old school like block cartridges on like original Game Boys, and then they made it on these, which were the Game Boy Advance ones. Which was the whole new step of like, hey, like the internal battery kind of thing, and you know, it's brighter, it run like, you know, just there's a little bit more functionality with the Game Boy Advance SPs, or even Advance in general. And then they came out with DSs, and it was like, oh, this is the new thing right now. And I really wish they stayed that way, in all honesty. Like, it was a huge improvement. I think they could have just done, like, if you put that on a system now, like, I feel like that would be so much cooler. Like, now picture this, though. You playing, I don't even know what you would want to call it. Let's just say you're playing, Pokemon, I'm trying to just think of, like, something that, you're playing Gen 1, right? Diglett Cave, you just jump over it. You could go in Diglett Cave, but instead I'm just going to scale the whole cliff and go around the whole thing. Mount Moon, same thing. Just scale it and go around. I don't need to do this. Oh, there's some bushes on like blocking me. Just jump over it. You know, like, oh, there's water in between us and I don't know where there's like water between places, but like, to get to Blaine's. Wait for surf? Nope. Just surf on your guy. Like, it's just kind of like little things like that just don't. I know there's restrictions in Violet or Scarlet and Violet, but like it's kind of that same premise of like, oh, you can just explore the world, catch what you want, and do whatever you want, which is fine to an extent, but I just think they just went too relaxed on it. To where, like, if you have to go in to find the one way out, that was taken away from the player. Where instead, you can go in somewhere and you can kind of free roam, and you have multiple exits, you can easily turn back. Whereas before it was like, oh, if you went in and you spent like Victory Road's a prime example. You went into Victory Road, you could just spend hours in Victory Road, and you're like, man, where am I? And you either had to use an escape rope, teleport out of there, dig out of there, whatever you had to do, or you just kept pushing and remembering where you had to go to get, through it. Scarlet and Violet, it was literally you went in, jumped over half the map, and made your way up. Or no, it wasn't even Victory Road. It was like the last gym that you had to fight that was like on the top of like a mountain. You literally just jumped half the thing over, and then you just got there. And it's like, oh, well, that was kind of anticlimactic, because like I thought like this huge mountain thing I was going to have to battle a bunch of people, and nope. Just jump over everyone. It's like, oh, okay. That was another thing too. You could literally just jump over trainers. You didn't want to fight them? No worries, go around them. Old school Pokemon, you were walking, if there was somebody facing, I guess the camera's this way. There was someone in front of me facing this way, and I was walking this way, I had no choice, unless he was one of those guys that looked this way and this way. If I was walking this way, I would have to fight him. That was just how it was. And if there was two of them, well, I would have to fight back to back. Like, or a double bat or whatever it might be. But they took that away by just being able to just walk around them. Or jumping over there's like a river, stream, whatever you want to call it, that like goes throughout the map, and you literally can just jump over it. Jump over nowadays, that's wild. Yeah, dude, it really is. Like, it's cool, but also just like, that takes away a lot. It takes away a lot of the, oh, maybe I should heal. Like, especially if you're just jumping over everything, and then next thing you know, you're like by an eighth gym, but like you have like a first gym team. If you came across an eighth gym trainer, you'd probably be like, oh, I probably shouldn't keep going this way. I'm going to turn back and probably get to where I need to go. But there's no like encounters like that. Is if you want to skip every trainer, just do that. Back then we had to be careful where we save the game. Right? That's what I'm saying. Is like you're just accidentally soft lock yourself because you saved the game. And like, or like you save the game, like if you saved it before you entered like Victory Road or something, you're running around, and you're like, I have no idea where I am, I'm almost dead, my people are poisoned, all this stuff. Just turn it off, turn it back on, and like restart. But like nowadays, it's just, again, you go in Victory Road and it's just like, cool, there's the exit, I see it, let me just jump over there. And in all honesty, I don't even think Scarlet and Violet didn't even have Victory Road, I don't think. I think it was literally you jumped over, or you located the thing, and I think you just jumped over, or you scaled a mountain, and you found it. I think that's what it was. Maybe there was a Victory Road, I don't remember it. But I think the ending to Scarlet and Violet was pretty cool, though. The Paldea, the map's called Paldea, but like the final boss and all that, where it's like the professor died or whatever, but he like corrupted himself in the computer. Like, I feel like that part of it was pretty cool. But the other stuff, just kind of stupid and weird kind of thing. Like the fact that you're still in like school. I mean, it's called a university, but like I don't even know like how old these people are. But like, yeah, I don't know. There was just some whack things. Anyways, you guys can rank my tier list however you want to here. I think it's a certified S tier list. If you disagree with anything, you are wrong. Gabe, I know you said that you would put Bulbasaur and Venusaur in S tier. You are wrong, my friend. However, if you guys do want to see any more rankings, both Pokemon or anything else, just let me know in the comments below. As well as you guys hit that like button, that just means that you guys enjoy this kind of stuff. And I'm all for it. I love talking about just random things that interest me and doing it on stream. It's an awesome time. And if you guys do like this kind of stuff in general, or just like what we're putting out there, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on any future content. That is going to wrap up this stream, though. If you guys can, again, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys all next time. Have a good night. Mark, you're a legend. Peace out, everyone.